Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Chastity. Here we talk about beauty, entertainment, celebrities, books, movies, anime, TV shows, and kind of anything else that garners my attention this week. But before we get into today's video, I am a part of Amazon's influencer program. So if you click the link in the pinned comment below, it'll take you over to my Amazon storefront where you can shop all of my favorite things. So if you want to do a little shopping while also supporting me, click the link in the pinned comment below. And today we are talking about Dave Chappell and DJ Academics. Academics is somebody I was always hoping I would never have to talk about here on my channel because his followers are cult-like in nature, and that is just something I never want to interact with. But I can't keep watching him do what he does and not say anything ever. So on Tuesday night, Dave Chappelle was performing at the Hollywood Bowl. At one point, a man gets on stage and bum rushes and tackles Dave Chappelle, but Chappelle's team handles that very quickly. Okay, when I tell you, I have never seen so many grown men jump one person in my life. They turned that man into a human pancake. They curb stomped. It was bad. So point, like, when you saw the videos of this man being rushed to the hospital, he had 2 left arms. It was a lot. The police do apprehend the 23-year-old man. He is in police custody as of right now. Now, after the attack, Dave Chappelle had made this joke that the person who attacked him was trans, and I've been seeing a lot of publications running with this narrative that this person was either trans or they were queer, and that's why they attacked Dave Chappelle. I'm here to clear that up right now. This man was not trans, he was not queer, he is a Trump supporter. And he hated Dave Chappelle for completely separate reasons. I saw publications posting that this man had ties to the trans community. The ties in which they speak of is at one point he was staying at a homeless shelter that also helped trans people. That was the ties they were speaking of. Like, this place is a homeless shelter. It just also has a section where it helps trans people. I don't really know how that ties. He could have stayed at that shelter for years and never actually interacted with a trans person. It's very easy. It's like how people think the Trevor Project is just for like queer youth and not actually an S-word prevention hotline. Like, its main focus is keeping people alive, but because they are active in helping like queer teens, people think that's their only focus. And it's like, no, it does a lot more than just that. That is extremely important, but they do a lot more than just that. I think people don't quite understand how things work. I do feel like him making that joke that the person who attacked him was trans was kind of purposeful, especially when you look at how publications and bloggers like Academics, and we're going to get into that, and taking this situation to try to make the LGBTQ community look bad, when actuality this person had nothing to do with that, and like who he actually was completely like shrouded, because they were just stuck on this possibly queer person, this possibly trans person. Was it this queer person? Was it that queer person? When none of that was the case. So all of Wednesday, this was hot news. Everybody was posting and keeping up to date with this whole situation. Me personally, I had muted it Tuesday night when it all went down because, one, I knew everybody was going to bring back up Will Smith, and I was like, it's been a month, let's please move on. Then especially after Dave Chappelle had made that joke about the person being trans, that on top of it, I was like, people are going to be posting think pieces with no thoughts all day, and I was right, and I wanted no parts of it. So I muted his name like that night because I was not about to be in the trenches with y'all on Wednesday. Like, I'm not doing it. And one of the people talking about this was DJ Academics. Now, if you don't know who he is, you honestly don't need to. He's like a YouTuber, Twitch streamer, misogynist, hip-hop blogger. I really can't put into words who he is and what he does, just know it's toxic. Like, it's toxic blackmail energy. He's built his platform on hating and slut shaming women and femmes. That's it. It's just him and a bunch of other toxic ass men who've never even been in the presence of a woman. So academics reports on the situation, and I'm using the word report very, very loosely. He just takes a screenshot of 2 tweets, and then he takes it and puts it on his Instagram and his Facebook with the caption, "Apparently the dude who attacked Dave Chappelle tweeted that he was next." There are several things to unpack in this post of his. One, the tweet in question was from the night of the Oscars when Will Smith had slapped Chris Rock, right? Now, the person who tweeted this is in fact not the person who attacked Dave Chappelle. Not at all. Not even close. Not even cousins. These people don't know each other. And the tweet itself was a joke. This type of tweet about like Dave Chappelle being next and other people being next to get slapped, I saw many of those tweets the night of the Oscars. I don't really know why this one stood out the most when, like, I've seen copycats of this tweet that same night. The person who tweeted that did not attack Dave Chappelle. They are just a non-binary musician who I follow. That's the crazy thing. I was like, is that JD? Like, when I saw them post about it, I could not believe that a tweet from months, like a month ago? Right, when was the Oscars? The Oscars feels like it was 2 years ago. But you know what I mean? Like, whenever the Oscars were. That's an old-ass tweet. And I could not believe, and then I remembered that JD has they, them in their name on Twitter. So I think that's why he plucked that tweet in particular, because again, that is not the only tweet about saying that Dave Chappelle was going to be next to get slapped. Like, it wasn't. But because this person made it very clear that they were queer of some sort, they weren't, cisgendered, DJ Academics was like, well, that's good enough. I'll screenshot this. After DJ Academics had posted this, JD was subjected to harassment and doxing. People were commenting nasty things under their posts on Instagram. They were DMing them abhorrent shit. And then when JD brought attention to it on Twitter, they went on to Twitter to then attack them as well. Again, attacking them because their fave posted misinformation. He made some shit up. He fucking lied. Because it is for a fact wrong. The person who attacked Dave Chappelle, we watched this person get wheeled into an ambulance and he is in police custody. What the fuck? When I tell you that Academics does not have fans, he has a cult. They are ravenous, and when he turns a negative eye towards you, they will attack like they have no fucking morals. His followers, those little chat niggas, they're fucking nasty. DJ Academics had kept that post up for hours. When I say that I had checked about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the post was still up. So it was up for hours, even though it was well known who the person who attacked Dave Chappelle was. He still kept that up. And then hours after he posted that, he posted something else about the person who attacked Dave Chappelle. He knowingly kept up misinformation and allowed a random person to be attacked for no fucking reason. He has since deleted it, because I just checked like 2 minutes ago. The post is gone, but he has not issued any fucking statement clearing shit up. And that is also a problem. When you're taking this space as like a blogger, person who posts news and things like that and updates people on situations, when you fuck up, you have to say something and you have to own that shit and you have to apologize and retract your fucking statements. But he has no fucking integrity because he's not actually a fucking journalist. He's just a nigga with an iPhone. And because of that, he just gets to screenshot shit and post whatever the fuck he wants. And that's a goddamn problem. because he literally made something up and he lied on somebody's name and now they're being harassed. This is why you bloggers stay getting sued. No fact checking, no critical thinking, just screenshots and vibes. He didn't even use the word allegedly. He just said for a fact that this was the person who attacked Dave Chappelle, sending hate this person's way. Purposefully. There's no way that you can tell me this was not on purpose when he has the following that he has. These social media bloggers are so obsessed with being the first one to post something, to being the first person to break something, that actually being right doesn't even matter. They just want to have the story. Regardless of if it's fact checked, if it's correct, none of that matters. Like all of the shit that stops you from getting sued, none of that matters to none of these bloggers. It's about having the first post. Being the first person to post something, that's the social currency. Academics recklessly posted misinformation to his 4.8 million followers. When you have that much power and that much sway, you just can't be posting whatever the fuck you want. There has to be systems in place. There has to be fact checking. It is insanity to me. It is crazy to me the shit these bloggers just be doing with no fear of being sued. It's like, has Tasha K not taught y'all anything? You just can't be posting whatever you want without fact checking, without being correct and right. And his fan base is so brainwashed because you're watching them defend him posting misinformation. Like, because by the time he had posted that, we had already knew the person who attacked Dave Chappelle. So this made up post was unnecessary, but they're just blindly defending him when he is for a fact in the wrong. I don't care what JD posted because, again, JD is not the only person who posted at the night of the Oscars. People were like, I'm gonna slap this person, can't wait for this person to get slapped. That was a running joke that whole night of Twitter. Don't act like it wasn't. Everyone's acting brand new, like people were not saying that, but they were. A fact was, and I saw that exact same tweet about slapping Dave Chappelle multiple times that night. Allegedly, this is something he does a lot, like just make up things. I don't know for a fact, but I have seen a lot of people talk about like this is a very normal activity for academics. I don't follow him because I don't hate women, so I'm unsure of that. But this is something that throughout the years I have seen these comments that he makes things up. Again, I can't confirm or deny that personally, but I do see a lot of people always commenting that. This whole situation is going to be used as a prime example for the fact that he be making shit up. This man is so stupid. He is now giving the people against him great ammo. Because this is for a fact a lie and misinformation. It is so crazy to me that now people just blindly follow bloggers and they completely distrust actual journalists. I cannot believe we have reached this type of timeline where we are experiencing this, where like someone with a podcast is viewed as more reputable than an actual journalist. Oh, it's over for us. Send the floods, please. Please, the people who are consistently being sued. Because I remember when like Megan did her interview with Gayle King and fucking Joe Budden was like, she should went to a hip hop podcast over Gayle fucking King. We are living in bad times. But yeah, that's it for me. What are your guys' thoughts and opinions on this whole situation? I will have a link to JD's music in my description box below if you would like to check it out. I know JD had talked about possibly suing academics, and I really think they should. I think they have a case. This is liable. He lied. He made something up and then got them harassed and doxxed on the internet. I feel like there's possibly a case there, especially after the whole Tasha K thing. I really think we should start suing bloggers for lying. I'm just saying, stop making things up. Stop it. Stop it. But yeah, that's it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.